Welcome to another episode of Muck Daddy Mukbang. I'm your host, Muck Daddy Choi. We're going fishing out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, out of fishing headquarters on the deep sea trolling boat. Hopefully you get into some blackfin tuna today. Let's see what we catch, so stay tuned. All right, so we're on a deep sea charter from fishing headquarters in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My father-in-law, Joseph Kim, he hooked up to something real nice. It was a screamer. Took line for a while, now he's fighting it. Let's see how this is, and if it's a good meat fish, I'll prepare for you guys on our channel. 들어오고 있어요, 물고기? 싸우고 있어요? Do you feel the fight? Oh, nice. Oh my gosh.
This for about 30 minutes.
Yeah. We just pulled in a nice blackfin tuna, nice football-sized blackfin tuna a second ago, and another bonita. So, but this was the biggest one out of all. It's a nice one. All right, it's not making any more runs, thankfully. All right, we're gonna winch him in.
So let your father know, just kind of just try to distribute the wine.
이것은 손가락으로 왔다 갔다 하게.
So it doesn't bunch up.
Yeah, 왔다 갔다. Left, right, left, right. All right, he's running again. Oh, it's running. It's a huge one.
Just keep swimming!
Please be an eaten fish. It could be a trophy fish. If it's a trophy fish, that's excellent too. Oh, it's a blackfin? It's a massive blackfin?
Oh, really?
Yes! All right, fingers crossed, guys. We hope this is a massive blackfin tuna. They don't get that big, do they? Like 12, 15 pounds, 30? They can get to 20 pounds? That would be a massive blackfin tuna. 이걸로 왔다 갔다 하게 해야 돼. 오른쪽으로 왼쪽으로. 이쪽으로 가야 되고, 그다음 이쪽으로 가야 돼. 이쪽으로 가야 되고. 왔다 갔다 해야 돼요. 이거는 엄지 손가락으로 계속 왔다 갔다 해야 돼요. Alright, so the mate is telling it, my father-in-law, to guide that line back and forth, but the fish is still fighting. It's a good one.
Dude, he's taking.
It's a good one.
I mean, I don't want to put it up too high. I don't want to lose it, but it's probably like 10, 15 pounds of drag.
Oh my gosh.
It's a hot dog.
It's a nice fish. We're hoping 15-pound plus. Hey, good thing you guys blinked this morning so we can have this nice afternoon.
What did you say you caught? Like a 14-foot hammerhead or something? Yeah, this is going to be a 14.
I hope it's not a hammerhead. I hope it's a nice tasting meat fish.
What's that? 14-foot blackfin. How about that? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they have those.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, bluefin? Wow.
Oh, you gotta get off.
Maybe yellowtail. I don't think they're... I mean, yellowfin tuna.
I don't want to take it over
still
the button.
pulling?
I'm not trying to lose it.
재밌겠네요, 아버님. 힘들어요?
Yeah, you're going to be recording for a minute, man.
Oh, man, it's
He's
powerful.
still taking line.
Is he still?
He's still taking line. Yeah. All right,
아빠
let me
계속
get my
돌려야
rigger
된대요.
in and we can do that.
계속 돌려야 된대요.
It's just your high. That's the only thing that's out. Oh, wait, that's your high.
So we're gonna try to gain on it with the boat.
So tell your father when we start backing up,
Yeah.
he needs to pick up all the slack. Like he's gonna be able to reel, but he has to reel quickly.
아버님, 이 보트이 뒤로 갈 건데요. 뒤로 갈 때 이거 좀 빨리빨리 해야 된대요. 이거 줄이 타이트하게. It's gotta stay tight. The line has to stay tight.
I'm
Trying to
ready when
gain.
you are.
Okay, 뒤로 갈 거예요, 배가.
All right, we're backing up.
All right, we're gaining. Okay. All right, guys, we're 4 minutes into the fight. This is gonna be a while. Let's see how long this is.
Yeah.
All right. Special fishing, catch and cook on Muck Daddy Mukbang. We're with our guest today, Joseph Kim, and a fellow boatmates. You guys want to say your names?
Dylan. Dude, call me C Daddy.
C Daddy. I'm Muck Daddy. Nice to meet you, bro. And we got Jack and Captain Jack, and who's the other mate's name?
Hey Jack.
All right, he's in training. So we got Jack and Jack. All right, 4 minutes, about 5 minutes into the fight, we're pulling the boat in reverse, trying to gain on this fish. Hopefully it's a nice, good one. I'm gonna make some type of sashimi, sushi, fried, multiple different ways, because this is gonna be a big one.
Keep guiding that line with your thumb.
엄지 손가락으로 왔다 갔다 해야 된대요, 줄을. 이거는. I'll help him. All right, good job.
All right, not too much, just bump it. We can get him from here.
All right, this is going now. We're going
So
now.
if I have to switch sides to gaff this, just everybody out of my way, okay?
All right, we got to get out of his way.
Except the fishermen.
Yeah.
Stay right where you are.
All right, I'm helping him guide the line onto the spool so it doesn't get bunched up. All right, we're gaining. It's coming.
We're gonna see him real soon. And let your dad know if he wants to run when he gets close to the boat, just let him go.
얘가 또 나가고 싶으면 그냥 나가게 놔두래요. 줄을. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be horsing any fishing right. He's tired probably.
There's only so much braking strength, you know. We don't want to lose it.
This thing keeps coming off. All right, this has got to be a massive fish, guys. Don't know how nice it is, but
yeah, that's the clip.
oh, nice, beautiful, blackfin, big blackfin. This is what we were hoping for. Oh my gosh. Yeah! Congratulations! Woo! Yo, fishing headquarters off of Fort Lauderdale, Florida is lit. Look at that. How many pounds is that sucker? Pure muscle.
The shark got it.
Oh man, the shark got his tail, but it's okay.
That could have even been a sailfish, dude. Swiping him.
Wow, that's why he was running. Yeah, that's why this blackfin tuna was running a lot more than other fish, because a big predatory fish was after him.
That's a really healthy blackfin.
Luckily, they only clipped his tail, so we got a lot of meat on this sucker.
All right.
How many pounds do you think that thing is?
Oh my God.
Jack, is that about a 15-pounder?
Good shit. He's over 10.
Woo! He's over 10 for sure. All right, I'll get a measurement for you guys soon.
Don't worry.
How many on the sale?
힘들어.
Oh, good? Excellent. Congratulations. All right, guys, special edition Mukdaddy Mukbang. Catch and cook blackfin tuna coming tonight. Hey, if we guys stay tuned. If I catch some more fish off of this charter, I'll get you on there. How 잡으세요.
Yeah, I got you.
어머니, 잡으세요.
Hold it. You want to? There you go.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's a... Yeah, he's been through a lot.
We gotta
We got another fish on. I'm fishing. No?
there's something on.
Oh, there is something on. Okay, great.
Take your time with it.
Probably a smaller one. Yeah, let's take your time on that. Pulling one in. Let's see what comes up, guys. See Daddy putting in that work, right? Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, fist bump. Got another blackfin? Yes, let's go.
Blackfin number 3.
All right, another blackfin. You got another one too, Adib? Let's go. It's another blackfin brought onto the boat. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Sir.
Got a Adib hooked up on another one. Hopefully it's another big blackfin. And we'll be back when he brings it in. All right, so we've been fighting this fish for about 5 minutes. About to bring him in. No slack on the line. Let's see what we bring up this time. Hopefully it's another nice blackfin tuna.
Getting close. Yeah, you got him. You're doing good.
So it feels like another nice little 5-pounder. Or might be a little smaller.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Adib putting that work in on the eater-sized blackfin tuna. There's the shirt, guys. Fishing headquarters, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The deep sea fishing trip. All right. Okay, we're back at the resort after fishing on the out of fishing headquarters in Fort Lauderdale. I got some of the Blackfin footage that you saw earlier. So now let's get to the cooking portion. So today, welcome to our catch and cook. Today we're featuring Blackfin Tuna. We caught this nice, massive Blackfin Tuna. The charter boat mate Jack and the captain Jack, they said this was in the top 3 of Blackfin Tuna catches that they've ever seen running that charter. So my father-in-law Joseph, he was the lucky catch, the lucky fisherman who pulled in this nice, beautiful monster Blackfin Tuna. And we're gonna serve it up, sashimi sushi, many different ways. So here are the ingredients. We got some nori. I'm gonna make some nigiri and also some hand rolls using that, and use that to top some of the sushi bowls, chirashi bowls that we're gonna make. I have this seaweed salad that should pair nicely, and for the sauces, I have this sushi ginger that's also gonna be a side dish, help you cleanse your palate between each bite. Have the sriracha spicy mayo, Korean style sushi sauce, which is gochujang. And then we have sushi soy sauce, wasabi. I got the sushi rice packet from the KOA Mart that I'm gonna use to make the sushi rice, and edamame, which pairs nice with sushi. But this is the star of the show. So you guys don't know how big this is. I'm a pretty big guy. This is my hand. This is really thick. This is about a 12-pound chunk of Blackfin tuna. We have rice ready to go. So if you're ever somewhere and you want to make some rice, what you do is you put it in a pot, then you do the finger test with the water level, then you put it on high, and then when that starts boiling, reduce it to a simmer. So we started off at a 9, and now we reduce it to a 2 when it started boiling, and then you leave it there for about 20 minutes, and then voila, you're done. So that's gonna be the sushi, the rice that we're gonna use for the sushi. And here are all the ingredients. So let's get into preparing this Blackfin tuna. All right, so to fillet this Blackfin tuna, you need a nice sharp knife. I have this Dexter knife. My kids play with pretty much all my knives when they want to cut up anything. So they ended up breaking all my knives, like the tips and all these things, but gotta make do what we can. So this one, it's a huge chunk. I think I'm gonna separate into 2 parts. So let's go straight down the middle. Wow, the skin's pretty tough on this one, so. Okay, so I split it right down the middle. Just getting it started is the hard part. Looks like this skin is super tough. Once we get on the inside, the meat looks great. So let's get a nice fillet cuts. Go straight down the spine. Kind of hard getting this in there since my kids broke the tips on these knives, but these are Dexter knives. These are the best trusted ones in filleting fish. So Dexter, these knives are not cheap. If you see this video, please send me a new set of knives so I can do this a bit better. And while I fillet this, okay, I got a good, nice start. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. All right, guys, so once we get through the skin, it is becoming easier. So how do you guys stop your kids from using up all your good knives? Please comment that down below. Because every good knife I've ever had, my kids have pretty much destroyed them. That was a nice little chunk. Now let's work on the other side. And whatever meat is left on here, these are gonna be great use for the chirashi bowl. So we'll save all the meat, make sure there's no any bones or any tough parts in there. And that's just like a thick bloodline that we got right out. Now let's work on the other side. Goes number 3. And the last part. There's the last strap right there. It's my first time filleting blackfin tuna, but did an okay job. Let's go ahead and get as much of this meat off as possible so we can use that. So these extra bits of meat right on the bone, they're excellent. And you don't want to waste any of that meat. So what I like to do is scrape it all off. And we can use that for spicy tuna hand rolls. So I'll save as much of this meat as possible. Don't want to let anything go to waste. Okay, so we got as much of the meat as possible. Now let's go ahead and dispose of this. So always have a nice plastic bag ready to go. So we're not done with everything yet. We still gotta fillet all of these. So let's go ahead, get the little board. To make it easier to fillet all of these, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these in half. So they're manageable chunks. Actually, let's go in half and then just fillet it straight like that. I'm gonna remove anything that looks really dark, anything really chewy from here. So this looks really tough and chewy. Go ahead and remove those parts. See a nice little blood, thick red line. Remove that part as well. So here are the nice big chunks I got out of there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim it so it makes it easier for nigiri. And any of the scraps won't be put to waste. I'm gonna save them all, and then I'm gonna mix that out with spicy mayo, break it down a little bit, then use that for the maki hand rolls. So this one I'm gonna stick in the freezer for now, and then let's work with this. So I'm gonna use half of this, the kind of firmer chunks. I'm gonna go ahead and cube it for our ahi poke bowl, and any of the scraps that will be used for our maki hand rolls. So any chunks, I'm gonna pull them out so I can make nice little cubes from them. The rest of this can go for our maki hand rolls. So we're gonna cut them into like bite-sized cubes. Then we'll put that into this mixing bowl. So let's get as many cubes as we can. So these look like really nice pieces of sushi. So let's go ahead and plate that up. And then let's try a few of these. For this, I'm just gonna go with straight wasabi. So when you're preparing food, you want to make sure you taste every step of the way so everything turns out great. So this is a Japanese style with the wasabi and soy sauce. And Korean style, they like just using that. Maybe mix with a little bit of this with a little bit of wasabi. It's a great mixture as well. So that's my father-in-law, Joseph. He brought in this monster blackfin tuna. So thanks to him, we're able to do our first catch and cook on Mukbang. And here we're gonna do a first taste test of the Blackfin Tuna nigiri. All right, let's go. So he's gonna go to the Korean style and put some ginger on there. 어떠세요?
Oh, tastes good.
Very delicious?
Awesome.
Melts in your mouth? Yeah, this has gotta be one of the best sushis I've had in Florida. It's nothing tastes better than what you catch yourself and prepare yourself. You know where you caught it, you know how fresh it is. Literally, we caught this yesterday and we're cooking it within 24 hours. It's been kept on ice the whole time. So let me go ahead with a little bit of wasabi. That tuna sashimi, it's heavenly. It tastes so good. Blackfin tuna, he's gonna try it with that. Oh my gosh. Guys, this melts in your mouth. It's literally like butter. So I'm gonna try some of the Korean style with some wasabi and gochujang. That's going down. Cheers. Cheers, 건배. You don't even need teeth to eat this. 이빨 없어도 먹을 수 있을 것 같아, 이거.
입에서 살살 녹아.
Yeah, he says it slowly melts in your mouth. All right, we just had to taste it. It looks so good. So we'll be back. We're gonna prepare this multiple different styles, and let's get into the different preparations. So here's the tuna ready for the poke bowl. So we got this sriracha mayo. But if you don't have this, it's easy. Just go ahead and mix this with your favorite brand of mayo. A lot of people like the Japanese mayo. You can use Hellmann's, any type really. This, I did taste it. It's a little bit lighter than I like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix this, but I'll add additional sriracha to round out the spiciness. So let's go ahead and just start dousing that. So of course I always go by feel. Put in about enough sriracha to cover about all of the top of this, the poke chunks, the poke cubes, and then I'll put about 50% more of the sriracha. And let's go ahead and mix that and see how that tastes. This is a Blackfin poke bowl. Earlier I do show you my own personal recipe for poke bowl. That one I used yellowtail that I bought from a fishmonger off the side of the Route 441 in Florida. That one has more of a, you know, making your own personal poke bowl with your own ingredients. Like I made my own sushi rice topping and all of that. So I'll leave a link to that video. This one's gonna have a more variety in this type of poke bowl. So I went ahead and mixed that. So that's the nice pokey, nice rich look. Should look fiery. So let me go ahead and taste some of that. Guys, just melts in your mouth. There's no other sushi like this. Something that you cut yourself, prepare right away. It's fresh, it's great. So that's the poke bowl topping. I'm gonna show you how to make the rice. The rice has been sitting here for a little bit. So let's get that over here. The rice is cooked nicely. All right, so for this sushi rice, we're gonna use this rice multiple different ways. I bought this pre-made sushi rice seasoning powder, and I just sprinkle that onto rice and mix it. This is about 16 servings, so I'll go ahead and use all of this. But if you look at the ingredients, you can make your own from it. It says sugar, salt, vinegar powder. So I would just use sugar, salt, and your preferred choice of vinegar. I'll probably stick to like white, maybe apple cider, maybe rice vinegar. I would stay away from like balsamic vinegar for this type of preparation. But if you wanted to do something with like tomato and cheese with yours, then balsamic vinegar might be great. And it also has acid and some preservatives. So if you had those items, sugar, salt, vinegar, and mix that into here, that will be a great way to make your own sushi rice. So for today, we're at a resort. I didn't have all the ingredients, so I just got as, you know, whatever shortcuts I can make. So let's go ahead. It says just sprinkle this powder on hot rice and mix well. Woo! All right, so we got this. We're gonna go ahead and start mixing this mixture into the rice really well. Smells vinegary. All right, and then you just mix that nicely until it's evenly mixed. The rice is all mixed up, ready to go. We'll let that cool down a little bit. Next, let's go ahead and prepare the maki hand roll ingredients. So for the maki hand roll, you wanna have the tuna be a little bit thinner, not into these chunks. That's why it's the best to use like the scraps, whatever you found on the bones, scrape it off. We're gonna cut this a little bit smaller than the rest, so I'll say really small cubes. Just think of it as like mincing. Your little version of minced fish. When you're mixing this up, you can mix it roughly, mince real nice. So for this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use the spoon. So you want the delicate pieces of the tuna. I'll show you an example with one of them. It's the best when you have like a really solid, huge tuna. What you would do is after you fillet it, you'll see all the little scrapes of meat between the bones. Then you would just take the spoon, scrape all the meat, the leftover, and then you'll have this like really fine bits of tuna that you put together, and that'll be your base for your maki rolls. So let's get all the big chunks out here. And then what I'm doing with the spoon is just I'm running it against it like this to make little minced tuna. And it doesn't have to be super fine, but just get your spoon through it, and then you'll get little bits and pieces everywhere. So this is the result that we're trying to get. All right? So little pieces, and then you do that with the rest of this. And then anything really tough that you're left over, you'll have these like sinewy parts. It helps you reduce those really chunky, sinewy parts from the rest of the sushi as well. You see any like really sinewy parts of the tuna? Go ahead and remove that. And as you scrape it, you'll be able to find those sinewy parts pretty easily. So then this will just leave you the fine, delicate meat and no sinewy parts. All right. So that's an example of how we want the meat to turn out. So let me go ahead and prepare the rest of this, and we'll be back in a second. All right, so here's a finely minced tuna meat, blackfin tuna. I used a spoon to scrape off some and get rid of a lot of the sinewy parts. Then I used a knife to chop them up finely. So half of this I'm gonna use for my regular maki hand rolls, and then the other half I'm gonna mix with sriracha for the spicy hand rolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this pot. Take about half of the meat. So that's about half right there. And I hit it off with the sriracha. So just covered it slightly on top, mix that up. A rough mix is fine. And these, I'm just not even using a recipe, but I'm just going by what I saw and how other places have done it. And I've seen some videos here and there, never took any specific recipes, but I'm making it, you know, how I think it would taste good. And I'm just going it off of there. So this is, so far it's not as red as I like, so let me go ahead and put a little bit more sriracha. And this one is a little bit more fine, more rougher than the other types of sushi preparation, sashimi that we're doing, because it's gonna top our maki hand rolls. Just go ahead and mix that up real nice. All right, there we go. Has the redness I like. Let's go ahead and taste a little bit of it. Fiery, tastes excellent. Just melt in your mouth stuff right there. And that one's just gonna be for our regular maki hand rolls. Let's go ahead and refrigerate these. They only have these Christmas themed serving dishes at this resort, so we're just gonna have to go with what we have. And for today's veggies, I have perilla leaves. These are gonna be excellent to just eat with the tuna, wrap them up. I have some Korean long peppers, green peppers. I have Korean cucumber, and then I have spring onion, which is gonna be used to garnish everything. So these, we'll just get them prepared. So the perilla leaves, not gonna really do much to it. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and serve it long. Half of them I'll serve long, and the other half I'll shred it up for the chirashi bowls. So that's real easy. Just go ahead and bunch them up. Then we just cut long strips. Perilla leaves smell great. They have a very distinct smell from the perilla leaves, and perilla leaves pair well with raw items, especially raw fish. So any type of sashimi, sushi, I highly recommend perilla leaves. So half of that I'll leave like that, and the other half I'll use like this. This you can just use to wrap the tuna and eat that. And here are the other perilla leaves ready to go. So we'll get that on a plate. Until that's ready to be used. Next we'll cut the cucumbers. So I got plenty of cucumbers and the green peppers, and I'll show you how to cut each one. So this one I'm gonna use for the poke bowl and also the maki. So for the poke bowl, I wanna dice them into nice little small cubes, probably about the same size as the cubes of the poke, maybe a little smaller. So what we say about that size, so go here, 1, 2, 3. Maybe a little bit smaller than that, a little smaller cube, so let's go half on these. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit them off like that. So those are the cucumber chunks. For the peppers, let's go ahead and do 2. So this is for the chirashi, the mixed chirashi bowl, or the huedappap. Huedappap loosely transfers to sashimi covered rice bowl. Let's go ahead and do just straight cylinder thinly chopped. That will be the topping for the chirashi bowl. So here's the chirashi bowl toppings. The cucumbers right there. And the hot peppers right there. I also found the seaweed salad. So any seaweed salad goes well. And I'll find edamame. Today we couldn't find any avocados. They didn't have them at the Korean market, so here's your edamame. Looks like I'm gonna have to boil that for a little bit. Here's the salad. Don't really have any instructions for this, so I guess you just take it out and eat it as is. Let's cut that up. Let's go ahead and taste a little bit of this to see how that tastes. Okay, that tastes is, it's a seaweed salad. We can use that as a topping as well for the chirashi bowl. So next, let's get the edamame prepared. That's our last topping. All you do is boil this in a pot and then rinse it with cool water and you're good to go. All right, another garnish for our sushi dishes is gonna be spring onion. Asians love spring onion pretty much with any type of dish. So here's green onion. Chinese people like to call this scallions. So we're gonna cut them into fine little pieces. So the head part, a little bit spicier. I like to break it down a little bit. So let's just go straight down the middle, cut them in half. And some of them you can cut into quarters. Kids just came back from being at the beach here at Hollandale. We're at their resort and they're all hungry. So they're all just huddled around here waiting for Muk Daddy Choi to finish this meal. So let's go ahead and finally shred these green onions. So that's one bunch of green onions right there. Gonna add that for our toppings. All right, so that's the garnish. The kids are back from outside playing and they're really hungry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start preparing some rolls and maki rolls, nigiri rolls, some sashimi, so they can start having some food. So let's go ahead and prep those up. So for the maki rolls, I'm just gonna take some nori. Get that ready. Hey, you guys want to help with making the maki rolls? Okay, so just to feed the kids, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do temaki hand rolls, do it yourself. So DIY temaki hand rolls, and I'm gonna have the kids make these themselves. It'll just be easier, and then they could put what they like into the hand rolls. So I got several pieces of nori. What you wanna do is cut them horizontally right down there. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna cut that nori right down horizontally. Okay guys, are you hungry? Let's come on. I'll show you how to make these temaki hand rolls. So these are our temaki hand roll ingredients. We're gonna use that, and then we'll put the veggies right here. So for the cucumbers for this, let's go ahead and use half of these right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these right down the middle. This will be a good base. I have the cucumbers here, and we'll let them top it however they like. So for this, I have the cucumbers here. These you wanna kind of strip, so let's go straight down like this, very thin. So I'm gonna cut them like this, and then I'm gonna julienne them, freezer. Once we strip them down, go ahead and cut these into like 3 pieces. So we'll go straight down, 1, 2, 3. Can you use a chocolate and get a lot of that right there for me? A lot of them.
Pickle ginger?
We're gonna put that into the temaki hand rolls. Oh, whoever. Yeah, anybody. You can make it however you want. This is do-it-yourself temaki hand rolls. All right, the cucumbers are ready to go. All right, guys, let's go. All right, it's dinner time, and you know the rules. After cooking, we do praying, and then we do eating. So who can pray for us today? Dean, come on. We're hungry. We're all hungry. Let's go. Come on. You ready? Ready? Who wants to pray for us today? Faith? Faith?
Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for letting us have a great time with our cousins, Lord. Please help us, help our subscribers and our viewers, Lord. We love you so much, and in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. All right, temaki hand rolls. I'm gonna show you one example, so give me this. Faith, hold this for me as I make it. So all you do, guys, is you take this nori on the shiny side, on half of it. Where's a spoon I could use? Here's a spoon. You go ahead and throw some rice down on half. Not too much rice. I think that much rice might be good enough. And then you could put a little strip of this perilla leaves. These might be a little too long. So let's go ahead and cut that in half. All right. So we throw that right there, the perilla leaves. So this is the spicy one, and here's the regular one. All right. So I like the spicy one. So let's go ahead and put some of that spicy fish right down there. I'm gonna add some cucumbers. Let's add some ginger slices.
I don't like ginger. Pickled ginger?
Pickled ginger. I do like some hot pepper, so let's put some hot pepper there. So once you do that, you want to roll from this corner to the top of this corner, like a triangle. And then you go all the way around, tuck it in, and you wrap it around. There you go. Your first homemade do-it-yourself temaki hand roll. Since I made this, anybody want to bite?
Me. Not
Let's
me.
do a little bit of chojang.
No.
Take a bite.
Is it spicy?
No. It's fantastic. That's what that is. Faith, you want a bite of that? You want wasabi or you want soy sauce? All right, here we go. Faith. You can thank Harabaji for that right there.
I don't want that. I don't
Oh
want
my gosh, this is melt in your mouth. Temaki hand rolls. Here we go.
That's
Here we go. Right there. Take a bite. No, you're not eating any dessert right now. You gotta eat this meal.
Why did I do it?
What do you think? Is that great? Andy, Faith, ratings?
That is really good.
What's your rating? Huh?
9 out of 10.
Faith? 10 out of 10. Guys, it's melt in your mouth. Temaki hand rolls. It's fun. Do it yourself and make these for your kids. All right, we're gonna enjoy ourselves for the temaki, and then we'll be back with other preparations of the Blackfin Tuna. So the temaki hand rolls were a success. Everybody just crushed it. So I'm running out of sushi, but let's go ahead and show you how to make the chirashi or the hedappa. So here we got a bowl. You assemble however you like. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the rice on the bottom. So this is the poke bowl. So go ahead with the rice. Let's get some of that spicy fish I had in the freezer. Staying fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a nice mix because it's been freezing in the freezer a little bit. All right, great. Let's go ahead and get some of that on top. Okay, so get some nice pokey pieces on there. Let's go ahead and put some of these. So we got the cucumber pieces, got the perilla leaves, got the chili peppers, green onions, edamame, and we got the seaweed. Seaweed. So that's basically how you build your own poke bowl. And on this, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ginger to the corner side of it so I can eat it with it. And let's go ahead and top this with some of this soy sauce. Drizzle that right on top. This one, you just take your chopsticks and just dig in and eat whatever you like. On top of this, if you wanted some avocados, you can add some fresh sliced avocados. And pretty much this is how you will make a nice little hedappa or chirashi. It's basically a raw fish bowl, sushi topped rice. All right, that's another way to prepare your sushi. So the great thing about the chirashi bowl is everything is separated, and then you can just eat from the bites you like. So you have some of that. Eat it with some rice.
This is all?
Then you eat it with the sushi. That sushi is straight melt in your mouth. Out of the things I like to order at sushi rice, sushi places, sushi houses, sushi restaurants, chirashi ranks as probably my #1 go-to dish to order because you get the best bang for your buck. To the sushi restaurants, they would sell this and sushi and hand rolls, temaki, all of that. They add a premium to the price of those because it takes a lot of labor. Like you would have to form the sushi, you have to roll it. It takes a lot of time to put them together. But for chirashi, they whip that together really quickly. So you get a lot of different sashimi pieces on top of rice. You have all the individual ingredients you like. They whip it together real fast, and it's a great bang for your buck. So if you've never had it, I highly recommend trying chirashi. All right, and we'll be back with more. So we're back at home from yesterday. What we ended up doing was just eating temaki hand rolls and then making chirashi, the sushi topped rice. Today we brought some of the fish back home and we're gonna make the nigiri. This is what most people are familiar with when it comes to sushi, is nigiri. So I have this sushi rice, and what you do is you just form it with your fingers. Faith, can you come here please? I need you to hold this camera while I show them how to make a roll. So the sushi rice is a little bit sticky, so I go ahead and I take this, put a little bit of water, and what I've seen most people, how they form the sushi is they take two hands like this, and then you form somewhat of a log. A spherical log will probably be the best.
Like a cylinder sort of?
Yeah. And then once you get the nice formation going, you put this on top, and then you form it. So here we got some pieces all ready to go. So the goal is to form it with these fingers, 3 and 3, where you go like this. And again, this is just by going from what I remember seeing. I didn't look up any videos or anything. I'm just going by what I recall, what I remember watching.
What do you mean? What do you remember?
I've seen people make it, like you go to a sushi restaurant, you see them make it. You watch it on TV. I've seen it on YouTube channels. It looks like they form it with these 3 fingers. Your first 3 fingers on your hands on both sides, and you just form it around until you get the shape, desired shape you want.
Your index finger, your pointer finger, and your thumb. Right?
Sure, your index finger is your pointer finger, isn't it?
It is?
Well, it was.
I thought that was your middle finger. Ow.
Yeah, it is my middle finger, my index finger. It's like the same thing. But either way, we had a couple nice blocks of the sushi. So there we go. Sorry it doesn't look as great, but I'm sure it's gonna taste fantastic. Let's go ahead and get some of this soy sauce wasabi ready. Need the ginger too. Gonna do one side soy sauce, one side red chili paste. Actually, let's do 2 separate bowls. One for that.
Because I don't really like.
And one for the gochujang, or the Korean sushi sauce. Okay, here's our nigiri sushi spread. So let me mix up this wasabi. The ingredients. 아버님 식사하셨어요? 식사하셨어요? 예. 수시 드셨어요 아침에? 수시. 아 그랬어요? 이것 좀 드세요. Nigiri. Faith, why don't you feed him one?
Okay.
All right. Father-in-law Joseph is here. Came from the resort. Now he's gonna taste the nigiri. Out there. How is it?
So delicious.
So delicious. All right, guys, let's try the sushi. Everybody. Faith. I like mine both ways, but let's go the Japanese way, traditional soy sauce and wasabi. That's so good.
Which one's better? This is.
Whatever you want.
This is soy sauce.
Dean, come on. You're gonna have a bite of this. Here.
I don't want wasabi.
Here. Dean, come on, Dean. 3, 2.
Can you take a bite of the?
No, we're gonna eat this now. 3, 2.
I can't.
Come on. Viewers want to see you eat this.
Too big.
Eat it. Hey, come here. Let's get your reaction. Eat it.
Wasabi opens your nose like so wide.
Eat it.
That's why.
Here. Watch the video. Here.
I want to try some a little bit. Oh!
The wasabi's kicking Dean in the nose. Eat it, Dean. All right, Faith, what do you think?
Well, hold on.
What?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. How about you, Dean? Or eat it. Finish it all. Come here.
Fine.
All right, what is your rating? 1 out of 10. Dean doesn't like sushi like the rest of us. So what? 1 out of 10? All right. Hey guys, sushi's here. You want sushi?
Hi. I'm not hungry.
not at all.
Not hungry? All right, nigiri rolls, fantastic. Again, melts in your mouth. It's delicious. And yes, sushi is meant to be eaten with your fingers. Chase it with some ginger. Look at that. It's glistening. Alright, so family's here, sushi's ready. We're gonna enjoy this, and thank you for joining us for our Catch and Cook, first Catch and Cook video. We did Blackfin Tuna, multiple different ways. We did tamaki hand roll, ahi poke bowl, jirashi, and now we did nigiri, and we also have some sashimi. Thank you for tuning in, and everybody have a blessed day. And we're